Hey YouTube, so I've got this in for basically just a clean up and a setup. Me and Scott been absolutely ripping into a Harley Benton Telecaster. There's another video of that coming up tomorrow probably. So here's another Harley Benton. This being a PRS Custom 24 copy. Yeah, it's better than that Telecaster. It plays, look, a G, and it does it. I think I might have seen this guitar before, like this exact one. It seems to be a well set up. I think maybe I've been at it. Did have a wee bit of truss rod adjustment. It really needed cleaned. The strings that were on it were absolutely minging. Absolutely minging. Yeah, so Roswell pickups, which people flagged them off, but I think they're actually quite good. They've got a push-pull coil split on the tone control, so got a volume and a tone, and that splits both these down to, I will see which coils they decided to choose. And they did it. Outside, inside. Well, that's actually, to be honest, that's the best sounding coils if I was going to do it, because if you're going to use one of the neck coils, you want the neckmost one to make it bass, and if you're going to use one of the bridge coils, you want the neckmost one as well, because it's kind of, you get a bit thin when you get to here. You kind of want it here. So it's these two. It will be hum cancelling in the middle, I would imagine. I'll hold up, I'll put a distortion stand right in front of it. Yeah, so there's single coil. There's when they're both on. So it is hum cancelling. It's got a veneer on the top. To me, it doesn't look very expensive. The veneer, but it looks good. From a distance, it's fine. It's when you look up at it close, you just like very much, you totally get the impression it's like a 1/4 of a millimetre thick. But very pretty. It's got a Wilkinson bridge on it, I think. Did I read somewhere it was Wilkinson? Maybe I didn't. But it's got a big block on it. It looks quite good. 24 frets. That'd be why it's the PRS 24, isn't it? The tuners are pish. I think it's quite common for if you're looking at the Harley Benton ones, if you they put to make them so cheap. I mean, the ones on that Telecaster were really cheap. I mean, they look all right, but when you turn them, you kind of they turn quite a bit before they seem to do anything, and then sometimes they don't, and then sometimes you seem to be like, it's almost like there's a tooth missing, or something, like the gears on the inside of one of them is maybe missing. So it kind of like if you're turning it, here we go, oh, still turning it, but it's not moving. Oh, turning it again, and it's like it's kind of not great, but I mean they don't go out of tune once it's in tune. So we're playing through the wee orange TH30. So that's bridge pickup single coil. Neck single coil. Both in single coil. Humbucker. Quite a muddy neck pickup. Bridge pickup. Both. Yeah, so I don't even know. I don't know how expensive a guitar this is, but it's fine. It's not like that Telecaster, which was just, there was so many things wrong that you couldn't get. I mean, this one, it's like, I don't really want to, look at finishing flaws and stuff. I don't really see any, to be honest. It's kind of, everything's acceptable. It's quite a heavy guitar. I'll give it that. I've got my luggage scales. I think it's in fact it's really heavy. Maybe it's because I'm used to sitting about with the Strati type things. What's it coming in at? 4.5 kilograms. That is heavy. That SG I had, the one that was very, very light, was 2 point something. I think about 3.5, 3.8 is when you pick up a guitar and you can't decide whether it's heavy or light. It's just like that pure neutral is round about there. Once you start getting above 4, it starts to feel heavy. I'll stick in a wee jam then. I'm doing a couple of videos today, so I don't need to make this very long. We'll with that, 5 minutes. We'll be fine. Nope, that's it's a bit too much like Sweet Home Alabama, isn't it? Or did I just play something? Both in single coil still. Governor pen, no, sorry, rat pen. Humbucker. Yeah, so I mean, it's actually quite a good guitar. I am not a fan of the aesthetics. Like, I don't really like the look of PRSs. I don't know what it is about them I don't like. But as I kind of actually, that's a good thing to check. I wonder if it's I know PRSs are 25-inch scale, whereas a Strat's 25 and a half, and a Fender's 25 and a half, and a Gibson's 24 3/4. So they were kind of in the middle, and this is a 25-inch scale. So there you go. So they have even copied the 25-inch scale. To be honest, I'm quite used to it because the Washburn Wing series are 25 as well. So it wasn't invented by PRS. No, I don't think it was invented by Washburn Wing series either. Yeah, but I mean, this is... to be honest, it's night and day compared to that Telecaster because it works. So it's immediately, in every way, superior because it's a guitar. It's not a thing that looks like a guitar from a distance, but actually when you try and play it, it's not a guitar. It is actually a guitar. It's alright. Is there a serial number on it? Yeah, a cst24 deluxe. Made in Nam. Serial number 21 in brackets. That'd be a 2021. Is it that new? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I've had a shot of this a while ago. Maybe not. Yeah. So I think that might be a Wilkinson bridge. It's got a big block in the back, looking the same as what you would get like a Mexican Strat or something. The pickups, I think, are pretty good. If I was going to do the upgradey thing on this one, I would probably possibly buy new tuners. Just not necessarily lock-in ones or anything particularly fancy, just better versions of these. These are just like your bog standard cheapos, and they're a little bit crunchy and a bit shit. But I mean, the frets on it are alright. It's got a tone plastic binding, 24 frets. There's not really any gaping holes or anything in the neck. It's a fixed neck, so there is no neck pocket issues. And the neck is not bent. It seems reasonable. It looks like a reasonable type of rosewood on it as well. So I mean, I'm wondering if just being the skeptic that I am, is this a few years old when Harley Benton were still trying to find their feet and trying to prove that they could give you a guitar for a couple £100 that was actually really pretty good? And then now that there's thousands of people on the internet and all these reviews saying, oh, Harley Benton are amazing, 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 they can go, well, so this guitar, we're selling it for £200, right? It's costing us 70 to build it, or 50, let's say it's costing 50 to build it. Can we make it for 20 and then just keep the price the same and make it look the same in the photos? So I think that's kind of where a lot of companies goes, and this might be one of them. That's lovely Civet who, oh, you're doing a video, I'll just continually beep you. Yeah. No, but actually pretty good. I'd say, I mean, in fact, I could probably do a comparison. The chap who owns this has also got his other guitar, which is dropped, which is a PRS SE, which I think looks very similar to this. I don't know how... Mind you, maybe if I'm being a wee bit racist about it, the Vietnam thing, I had a few Spear guitars and they were very hit and miss. They were really good looking wood, but just built by somebody. So I think maybe there was which might be exactly what's happening with these as well. It's like, yep, 1 in 5 is pure amazing, 4 out of 5 are okay, and one of them is pure shit. Maybe that just adds up to 6. Okay, so 1's pure amazing, 3 of them are okay or / good, and 1 of them is just a pure heap of bollocks. I think maybe that's the one that Telecaster Scott's the crap one. I know there's a lot of people, and I remember seeing someone who is on one of the Harley Benton fan clubs. I don't know why I'm on it. But yeah, he just buys 2 of every guitar he wants, assuming that one of them's going to be shit and have to send it back. And it's like, well, I suppose it seems like such a waste, like economically and all that, like environmentally, just having to ship another guitar because it's not very good. Alan must be in fact, this isn't actually signed by Alan, so maybe Alan's the man who just lets anything through. Doesn't have anything about quality control on it. But I made you, this guitar isn't new, so it might have had stickers on it that have been peeled off. But no, a good guitar. Totally fine. If you like your PRS-y looking guitars, then does the job. I'm not pure dripping all over it. Oh, it's the most amazing thing ever. Maybe it's because it's not mine. I always feel a little bit more separate. There's no emotional connection for guitars that I've just got in for a setup. That's why I can quite often be horrible to ones that I've just got in for a setup. Not horrible, but you know what I mean. But this is as a functional guitar, it's totally fine. Purely aesthetics. I don't really like the PRS thing. I don't know why. The rest of it's very middle of the roady. Like the neck carve is like exactly in the middle of not thick, not thin, not wide, not thin. You know, it's like, and I think the pickups are probably the same. They're kind of like, oh, the best for everybody, just like the most common or the most what most people like, which is, it's fine. I can understand why you would do that because it means more people will like it when they buy it. Whereas I like ones with funny shaped necks. You know, the ones, oh, it's got a really thin neck, or it's got like a triangular shaped neck, or it's like got something really mad about it, which appeals to me but not to most people. Yeah, but very good. And it's got the push-pull coil split, which is what was missing off that Rev Star, which it will be fitted. I think this is the one that this guy said it in a bit of a... Oh, it's got a wobbly output jack, yeah. So it's not wobbling anymore, but it's just not tightened up, so I will tighten that up, and then as a last bit, and it doesn't seem to be any... Not finding any dead frets or anything like that, so again, maybe this has been set up somewhere, or maybe it's just luck. But yeah, so Harley Benton, what did I say it was? It was a cst24 deluxe. So basically, all good. Tuners not brilliant, but I think you can get a set of tuners for about a tenner and then just put them on it. Bridge, I think's a Wilkinson. I don't see it saying Wilkinson on it, but it looks quite over-spec'd, which is kind of strange. It's like if you're going to put, I would rather they had put a bridge on that was not as high grade as this, but increased the tuners. You know, so put like a halfway between the ship bridge and this bridge, and then halfway between these tuners and, you know, GoTos or something to make it all even. You know, soldier matches, the army matches at the speed of the slow soldier type thing, where you see that a lot. You know, it's like someone's got a squire and put bare knuckles in it, and you're like, yeah, but it really shows up what it can only ever be so good. It's always like, you know, you have a pure amazing guitar with a crap nut. It's not a pure amazing guitar anymore. Or crap pickups, or crap something. You've got to have everything reasonable. Rock on!